Hi, this is Tim Wambach again with Handicap This. We're in Sheboygan, Wisconsin with Dr. Mike Saatkamp. We've learned who Mike is, we've learned why he's doing this, and we've learned a little bit about, what are some important things that parents need to realize when they have a special needs child. So now that we talked about stress, what are some stresses and how do we combat that? How do we live with that?
That's a great question. Stress has a biological definition and a psychological definition. So let me talk just for a minute about the biological definition, because generally we have an idea psychologically of what stress is.
Sure.
Stress is what makes us feel scared and unable to cope. And long-term chronic stress can lead to really a condition that's called learned helplessness. And that's something that special needs parents really need to understand as early as you possibly can in the course of your history as a special needs parent, for the good of yourself and for the good of our kids. So the biological component of stress is related to an outflow from some of our glands of hormones and chemicals that diminish our ability to respond to the environment when they last for a long time. We all know what's called the fight or flight response. The fight or flight response is kind of grouped together where there's increased respiration, there's an increased heart rate, blood pressure goes up, and the person is primed to either fight and move towards something or retreat in fear and get away and get out of trouble.
Okay.
So the fight or flight response is at the root of our stresses.
Sure.
And when we get into a condition where we experience that all day long, because we're worried about what the next surgery is going to do with our kids, or what the next doctor appointment is going to bring, or what am I going to feed my kids when they will only eat food that's white and is soft. These are the kinds of stresses that special needs parents face all the time. And so biologically, we're dealing with a constant chronic threat to our health. We know from solid research that women who take care of chronically ill children are aging at over 10 times the rate of most other people. So women in particular who do most of the work of taking care of special needs kids are under tremendous stress, and their bodies are paying a price for it. So this is a real important thing to learn, and we cover it in great detail in the Parenting Movement Nutrition Training Program.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Mike. This is Tim Wambach with Handicap This. And please stay tuned for more information about this groundbreaking special needs product.